What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Money TV. I'm Money and we're talking Euro 2020. I'm going to be previewing some of the biggest countries entering this tournament, and this video we're going to be talking about Portugal. Let's get into it. Portugal, man, what a squad. I mean, this team is getting better and better, and this squad got better, much better than the team that won the Euros in 2016. So you can only imagine that they're going to be a big contender this year. As always, they still have Cristiano Ronaldo leading the line, and this man at the age of 35 or 36, I think, is still going strong. He has 37 goals for Juventus this season. Even by his standards, that's relatively low, which is saying something, because this man is just another level. He's not even human, in my opinion. So he's looking to break Ali Dai's record of most international goals for your country, and you can bet your dollar that this guy wants to break that record, and he's going to do anything he can to do that. Now, because of that record, and because of Ronaldo's style and his ego, Portugal might be faced with a little bit of an issue there, because obviously he commands a lot of respect. He commands all of the attention, and for the most part in games he wants to be the center of everything. He wants to obviously always start. He wants to be the guy that gets the goals, take the free kicks, and all kinds of things. And obviously he's not the same player he was maybe 5-6 years ago, but he still is a very good player. The only problem is that Portugal now have a bunch of new ballers that are all looking like a bunch of lions for Ronaldo's spot. You got Bruno Fernandes, who's coming off of an insane season with United. You have Bruno Silva in the Bundesliga, scoring like 27 goals there. He's obviously on fire. You have João Felix, who is fresh coming off of winning the La Liga with Atletico Madrid, and all kinds of other players that they got going in the squad. I mean, their defense is even more solid now with, Pepe is seeming like he's not going to retire anytime soon, and it's looking solid for Porto, coupled with Ruben Dias from Manchester City, who's transformed that entire team. They have Rui Patricio obviously in goal, and it's going to be an interesting tournament for Portugal. And I'm hoping that Ronaldo focus and then Ronaldo ego of having to do everything in the team, or wanting to do everything in the team, doesn't get in their way of showing some of the other fantastic talent that they have across the team. So let's take a look at the squad that they've announced and look at some of the unreal talents we see in the squad. So right off the bat, you can see that it's a 24-man provisional squad. I'm not necessarily sure if they're taking an extra two players. I'm gonna have to look into that. But right off the bat, you see obviously Ronaldo there, Bruno Silva is there. They have solid midfielders in João Moutinho and Ruben Neves. Obviously, Renato Sanchez is still there with Danilo from PSG. I even forgot to mention Bernardo Silva from Manchester City. Oh man, this team is just oozing with talent. And obviously in the back line, they have Pepe, Ruben Dias, Font, who's coming off a great season as well himself, and João Cancelo, also at Manchester City, playing amazingly well. Dipped a little bit towards the end of the season, but overall solid. And obviously in attack, they have João Felix, Jota, who's had an amazing season with Liverpool, even though Liverpool hasn't had a great season, and obviously Rui Patricio in goal. I mean, this team is looking solid. Definitely one of the contenders to go all the way. And hopefully we see a whole brand new style of Portugal, and maybe they can do something at this Euros, and you never know, they look like they have the squad to do it. So let's take a look at the group of death, and see how they might fare. So obviously they're in the group of death with France, Germany, and Hungary. I mean, I just feel sorry for Hungary at this point, because man, they got the short end of the stick there. But Portugal in this group should be looking very, very solid. Although France is obviously another one of the favorites and probably the most favorite considering their squad. I mean, we'll get to their video soon, but I back Portugal to leave this group. Definitely a second behind France, if not first. You never know. They might have a great group stage, and I really don't see Germany, Hungary being able to stop these guys. So France-Portugal game is going to be extremely interesting to kind of decide that group, I guess. But Portugal should be looking very much favorites to come out of that group no matter what. And they definitely, I think they're going to do it, aren't they? All right, so that's the group, that's the squad. Let's talk a little bit about Portugal. So this team looks like they got all the signs, all the talent to do wonders at this tournament. That's all down to whether they can or not. One big question can be asked of their coach. He is a relatively defensive-minded coach, which may or may not perhaps play a part into them. A lot of these players, they would, thrive in a counter-attacking system anyway, such as, Fernandes, still Felix, even Ronaldo a little bit, I guess. So you can see that they can still play very defensively and probably hit you on the counter and look awesome doing it. So it may be a question or two sometimes when they face with some of the top competitions such as France. It's going to be very tactical, very close, because man, these teams are solid. So I expect Portugal to go far. I mean, I'm going to be doing a predictor video at the end of all my previews where I go through the entire tournament and think what will happen. So stay tuned for that. But that's pretty much it for Portugal. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you know exactly when I upload. And I will see you next time. Have a good day.